I am back in Czech Republic and I only have got this workout station to train my body. So I've created full body workout for my upper body, core and the legs. 9 exercises, 3 different circuits, which I will share with you, and also the beginner's version. Let's do a quick warm-up, starting with a nice shoulder stretch, focusing on lengthening the spine, adding on the twist, opening the chest with 10 heel raises, 1 minute of passive hang. Of course, feel free to do as long as you can. 10 reps on each leg, lunge to hamstring stretch. Another dynamic move, which is my go-to warm-up for the pull-ups, is 10 reps squat to pull-up row. I prefer to do it with the feet on the bar because it's more challenging going into a deeper squat compared to feet on the floor. Finishing the warm-up with 10 shoulder shrugs. For the first circuit, I've picked the most challenging exercises for me. For the upper body, it is 8 pull-ups. On each leg, I use half a kilo ankle weight, and if you are wondering about the white compression sleeves, I use them to increase the blood flow and therefore speed up the muscle recovery in my forearms. I will leave the link in the description so you can read up about all the benefits these sleeves offer, and maybe you decide to get them for yourself. You can see I start to struggle with the last 2 reps. However, this is a good achievement for me because 7 months ago I couldn't do a single pull-up, and I remember on this bar doing my first chin-up. If there is only one lower body exercise for me to train, I will always choose pistol squat. And yes, I hate it, but I make myself do it. 5 months ago, I was at my parents' house again, and that's when I have decided to start training pistol squat because it was winter and too miserable outside for me to do my upper body training. So I thought it was a good time to start focusing on the lower body. The exercise I've picked was the pistol squat because I could just about do one on my right leg, but there was no way I could get up on my left leg. When you do bilateral training, meaning you work only one side at a time, always start on your weaker leg first, and that's when you will notice my left leg will have a first go. I finished my first circuit with toes to the bar. 8 reps is super hard for me. Normally I do 5 to 6 with no ankle weights, so you can see clear struggle on my last 2 reps. I repeat these 3 exercises, 8 reps each, 2 more times, and at the end I am so glad that first circuit is done. For the beginner's pull-up, I am going to show you 3 different options. First one will be using the pull-up bar, starting with the shoulder shrugs. Grip the bar narrow, which will be easier. If you go wider, it will be harder for your back and shoulders. Hang passively with your arms close to the ears. Engage the shoulder blades, squeeze them together, pulling the arms away from the ears, coming into active hang. Lower down, passive. Engage, active. As a beginner, 5 reps of these will be more than enough. For the second option, you're going to start in the Malasana squat with the legs nice and wide. Extend your arms back and row, bringing the breastbone as close to the bench as you can. Squeezing the shoulder blades together. As this is a lot easier, you can aim for 10 reps. You will also notice nice hip opening from the Malasana squat. The last rep, always try to hold as long as you can. For the third option, become creative. Find something like this. Walk under, fully extend your arms, and then start pulling yourself up. The idea is that you are using your upper body only to lift, not the legs. Remember to hold the last rep as long as you can. 10 reps is a good number here as well. Here are your 3 options for the pistol squat. Number 1, hold on to something sturdy, lower down. This will help you to maintain your balance and then lift back up using your arms. Aim for 10 reps. Your second option is to work the negatives. Again, hold on to something, lower all the way down into the full range, bring the straight leg in and stand up from the squat. Using the bench or the chair is a brilliant way to build up the pistol squat strength. If you know your weaker leg, you will start with that one first. Extend the strong leg, stand up, and slowly lower down. If you struggle with the balance, feel free to take the foot down, but make sure when you lift, you are still using your working leg. Easier way to train your core and the legs to replace toes to the bar is using the bench. Sit on the edge, hold on to the back of the bench nice and wide, round your back, engage your core, your legs are straight. Inhale, and on the exhale, lift as high as you can. Slowly lower down. If your hamstrings are too tight, you can bend your knees, which will make it easier for the core as well. However, straighter the legs are, the more work you will get into your quadriceps. Remember to hold the last one as long as you can. The second circuit is a lot easier for me, and therefore I do 10 reps for each exercise. Starting with tricep dips, I prefer the pushing exercises much more to pulling ones. And that is purely because my first ever exercise for the upper body was chaturanga push-up, which led me into arm balances. And that was way before the time I started to train calisthenics. At the beginning of my calisthenic journey, I had a good pushing action, but no pulling one. These single lunges feel quite easy for me because at home I like to challenge myself with holding 9 kilos in each hand, and that's when it becomes hard work. On the other hand, this is a relief after doing 24 reps of pistol squat. If you are watching my videos, you already know hanging crunches is my go-to core exercise. I enjoy it. It feels easier for me than toes to the bar. However, it's still very challenging, especially using this piece of equipment because hooking the feet is a lot more awkward than compared to doing it at home. After repeating the second circuit 2 more times, I am ready and look forward to do my easy third circuit. For the dips, we have got loads of varieties. We are here in the park, so we will be using the bench with the classic grip. However, if you are at home, feel free to hold it on a side, which I prefer because it gives me more external rotation in the shoulders. Rather than doing 10 fast dips, work on doing them slowly, get as low as you can and come back up. You also have got the option when you get down to lift one leg up, lower it, and rise. This will increase the hold time and build the strength faster. Another way to challenge the dip is to extend your legs. And again, go as low as you can, pause and push back up. For one-legged lunges, you can also use the bench as well as the bar. Start on your weaker leg. I'm sure you already have figured out which one it is when you were doing the pistol squat. With your hands on the hips, make sure you find the correct distance. So you may need to hop forward a little bit and then lower down as low as you can. Depending on the strength, aim for 10 or less reps. Working slowly with control. Hanging crunches are quite difficult. So the best way to build the strength is just doing the classic crunches. If you can tuck your feet somewhere, it will be easier for you to lift. However, feel free to just build it up only halfway back. Pull-up rows is the last upper body exercise. Here I rest my feet on the bar. At home I would use the wall. When I pull close to the bar, I hold for a little bit, focusing on engaging the muscles between the shoulder blades, squeezing them together. For the legs, I step up the bench 10 times on each leg. Again, at home, I would definitely have some weight in my hands. However, this is a nice way to finish off the leg workout. Finishing the core workout with 10 L-sit lifts. At the end, I try to hold the last one, but my legs are not listening anymore. For the rowing, find a low bar in your chest height or below. Walk your feet under it, fully extend your arms, inhale. Exhale, bring your breastbone as close to the bar as you can. Count to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. When you are up, focus on squeezing your shoulder blades together and slowly returning back. 5 reps will be more than enough for complete beginner. Aiming to soon achieve the 10 reps. To make a step up easier, you can find a lower platform, but I think this bench is low already. And also, instead of keeping the foot on the bench all the time, you've got the option to step up and step down. Do your 10 reps leading with your first leg only, and then switch to the second leg. L-sit lifts, you can do them with your forearms resting on the bar. Straight legs are challenging for the beginners, so I strongly recommend to start with the knees bent, bringing them as close to the chest as you can. Remember to hold the last one. You can also use the bench for the knee pulls, which will be more challenging compared to doing it on the floor, because your legs are going to be lifted from below the hips. Nice way to stretch the body after the workout is using the bench. Place your foot up, your hands will come onto the knee, and then we draw the chest away from that knee, working into the hip flexor. Extend the front leg and lower down to the bench to stretch the hamstring. Focus on the thigh bone drawing back. You can also bend the knee to go a little bit deeper. Use the bench to help you with the balance if you need to, and stretch your quadricep, which has been working quite a bit with the pistol squat and the straight leg lifts. Switch to the other side. Lean forward first and then draw your chest away from that knee. Feeling it in the hip flexor. Hamstrings. Lowering the knee. And then the quadricep. Let's open the chest. Reaching forward, feeling that shoulder opening and the front of the body. And then take that forward fold. Stretching the shoulders, the back. Reaching down to get deeper into that one shoulder. And switch. And then inhale your arms up. Reach up nice and high. Side bend. And place your hands behind the head. Draw the elbows back. Open the chest. And then interlace your fingers behind you. Draw down with the spine. Squeezing the shoulder blades together. Look over the right shoulder and left. Inhale up, exhale down. Well done. Working out outside is far more enjoyable compared to home or the gym, especially when it's nice and sunny. So I encourage you to find an outdoor bench or play park, follow this training, be creative and happy. If you have enjoyed this video and would like more workouts like this, click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and I look forward to seeing you soon.